It's a new year, so is it time for a new you? We've reopened the doors to our feeding clinic for 8 new Supersizers and Superskinnies to swap diets and unravel their obsessive relationships with food. With obesity figures at epidemic levels and eating disorders on the rise, our relationship with food is even more dangerous. It's time to raise the stakes and have a huge reality check.
This year, it's going to be tougher for my diet swappers. I've got more surprises planned and I'm expecting bigger and better results.
And for our Supersizers, that means the mother of all wake-up calls. But first, into the feeding clinic for our 5-day diet swap. 2 nurses are forced to face up to the effects of their deadly diets.
Well, I think, actually, my arm is the same size as your leg. That's incredible.
Welcome back, Supersize versus Superskinny. First in is Superskinny student nurse and mum of 2, Gillian from Inverness. She's undergone a full medical to make sure she's fit for purpose.
So you are 161 centimetres, all right? Let's go and do your weight down this way.
An average woman of 5 foot 3 inches should weigh around 8.5 stone.
Not a big number, is it? 96 pounds.
At only 6 stone 8, Gillian is almost 2 stone underweight. 24-year-old Gillian is in dire need of help. She's starving her body with her dangerous eating habits, and the consequences of this are deadly serious.
I have had health problems to do with my weight. I've not had period in around 18 months. I've been in hospital as well to do with low potassium in my blood. I've got stomach problems to do with my weight, and just I'm always cold too. Now getting the health problems that I'm getting, I do really need to do something.
Gillian has the body of a child, and she eats like one too.
I'm a really fussy eater. I don't like chicken, I don't like dairy. A lot of things I can think about and put myself off, and a lot of things I've never tried, but I just know I don't like them.
With most foods off the menu, there is one thing that is guaranteed to fill Jill. She glugs down litres of fizzy diet drink all day long, which makes her feel full enough to pop. She has diet fizz for breakfast and lunch, but as the mum of 2 teeny tots, she feels pressure to eat something with them at dinner time.
I'll try and encourage them by having something.
But she only ever manages a kiddie-sized portion.
Gillian, your BMI comes to around about 17. Normal is about 20 to 25, so you're quite significantly under where you should be. Just tell me, first of all, how do you think this has happened?
Like bad eating practices, and then they've got into habits, and then it's just really difficult to change because I'm so used to not eating. Then I've got the feeling where I don't recognise hunger anymore.
Her eating issues need to be tackled, and there's only one thing for it. It's time to call in the heavy artillery.
How are you doing?
Pleased to meet you.
Come along here.
Meet 26 stone supersizer Philippa from Yorkshire. As a 48-year-old nurse, she knows better than most the dangers of overeating. But when it comes to grub guzzling, this nosher just can't seem to get enough.
I just love food. I love cooking, I love preparing food, and I love eating food. And I like nice food. Chops, steak and salad, cauliflower and broccoli cheese sauce, pork chops baked in cider with apples and onions, or big beef stews with dumplings.
And there's one other hot dish on Philippa's radar. It's her 29-year-old boyfriend, Lyndon, and he's under no illusion about the root of her sizable problem.
She doesn't know when to stop, basically, and she doesn't like to see food left on the plate.
I do know that the problem lies with the fact that I never feel full. I haven't got a cut-off button. I also appear to have got somewhat of a fear of being hungry.
And like any fear, it's best to face it head on.
I'm just a foodaholic, I think, really. That was lovely.
Come and climb on these, Philippa. So you are, in pounds, 359. Heaviest you've ever been?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
jump off.
At 25 stone 6, Philippa is 16.5 stone heavier than a healthy weight for her height.
I've worked out your BMI, which is 61, which is probably one of the highest BMIs I've ever seen. It's a lot. It puts you in a morbidly obese category, which means that your life is at risk because of your weight.
2 nurses, 2 extreme diets, and 2 shocking polar physiques. With an 18 stone difference between them, they're about to swap their diets in a bid to teach each other a hard lesson in food and nutrition. It's time for Supersize to meet Superskinny.
I'm really pleased to meet you at last. I'm Philippa, and I'm a nurse. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
Are you? Oh, God.
She is a big girl.
Well, I think, actually, my arm is the same size as your leg. That's incredible.
I don't know how I'll eat what she's probably eats, but we'll see.
Now, my daughters have laid a bet that you're going to pop by the end of day 2. So I think that might be difficult for you. I'm hopefully going to teach her how to enjoy food.
To add girth to Jill and take fat from Phil, their diets are swapping for 5 days, and they're about to find out what's going to be on the menu as they come face to face with their shocking weekly consumptions.
Ready? Let's start with breakfast. Breakfasts. Let's move on to lunch.
Please, God.
It's not really very impressive, is it? Half a sandwich, bit of salad.
But that probably would be one snack for me, not a full week's breakfast and lunch.
Let's see what you have for dinners then. A small quiche. This is a bit of tomato pasta salad. Your 4-year-old probably eats more than that. What's this, Gillian?
Diet drinks.
And just look at how much there is. When you didn't see any food going in at breakfast time, glass of diet fizzy drink. All day long, fizzy drinks. About 12 litres a week. I would call this an addiction, really.
Speechless.
This is what you're going to be now living on for the next
Well,
week.
thank you very much.
With her busy lifestyle, Gillian should be consuming 2,000 calories a day, but she's getting a pitiful 350. This means that she only eats 1.5 days' worth of calories in a week. That's a staggering undereat of 5.5 days.
Yours is very bad, but this is not necessarily going to be any better, all right? Breakfasts. Here we go. It's a fortified cereal, banana, toast and butter. What do you think of her breakfast?
Don't like nothing.
You don't like any of that? Well, that doesn't really surprise me, but it's a darn sight better than your breakfast, isn't it? Let's move on to lunch. Lots of salad, tuna, I think, pasta, fish and chips, vegetable soup, and then pate and toast.
Yeah.
You like pate and toast? What else? So there was some chili con carne, there's pasta, there's tuna, there's salad, sausage roll, some, was that crisps?
And a packet of crisps, yeah.
Okay. You're clutching your tummy, what's wrong?
I'm feeling sick, just seeing it all mushed together and just thinking that's what it's like inside your body.
Philippa is eating 10 times the amount of calories as Gillian by consuming a whopping 3,750 a day. She is overeating by 6 days' worth of food a week. Coming up, super skinny Gillian gets a shocking reality check as she comes face to face with the horrific consequences of her under-eating.
Your hip bones are similar to about a 60-year-old lady's hip bones.